Live. I'm Sho.
And I'm Natasha.
And here's what's going on at CHS today.
Pennies for Patients campaign ends this Friday, and right now Mr. Siegel is in the lead, but Mrs. Howerton's class is not far behind. There are a couple of ways you can donate. One is by bringing pennies to your classroom or by donating online. The class that donates the most money will win pizza for the third period of class. You have until Friday.
Are you interested in leadership for the 2023-2024 school year? Come by room 65 to pick up a leadership packet. Elections will be on March 17th. See Mr. Marshall for more details.
Club news! Attention CSF members. There will be a CSF meeting today, March 9th at lunch.
Avid Club will be having a fundraiser for nothing but cakes. So go find an Avid member to order one. The cost is $6 a cake.
Hey students, want a yearbook? Yearbook pickup is not that far away. You can still pick up a yearbook. Use this QR code to purchase your yearbook for only $85 today. Hey students, do you like to recite poetry? Well, April 21st, we're having a poetry recital in the library. See Mrs. Cheek for more details. Poetry, it's where it's at.
Career Center, ASVAB. Anyone interested in the military will need to take the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, also called the ASVAB. If you're interested in taking the ASVAB this month on March 20th, please make sure to sign up.
Scholarships. Seniors, make sure to visit the CHS College Career page on our website and click the Scholarship Information tab to learn about the many scholarship opportunities available. This page is being updated daily. The deadlines vary.
Ag news! If you are interested in showing an animal at the fair, the East Fresno Kiwanis Club wants to help you pay for some of your expenses. The application is due March 15th. Ask an ag teacher for more details.
Sports news. Softball versus Golden Valley at Central East. Start time 3:30 p.m. Release time lunch. CHS 2 p.m. East. Leave time 1:20 p.m. CHS shuttle.
Varsity Boys Volleyball at Fresno Christian. Start time 6:30 p.m. Release time after school. Leave time 3:40 p.m. CHS shuttle and 4:30 p.m. East.
JV Boys Volleyball at Fresno Christian. Start time 5 p.m. Release time 12:15 p.m. CHS. 12:30 p.m. East. Leave time 12:45 CHS. 1 p.m. East.
Frosh Boys Volleyball at Garza. Start time 4 p.m. Release time 12:15 p.m. CHS. 12:30 p.m. East. Leave time 12:45 p.m. CHS. 1 p.m. East.
When I get an opportunity to speak on high school campuses, one of my favorite parts of the day are when I get a chance to speak with smaller groups of students. And one of those groups is oftentimes the student council. And I love talking with those kids because they care so much about their high school campus. And one of the first questions that they always ask is, how do we increase school spirit? How do we get people to show up to games, to come to our events? How do we get attendance at dances to rise? And they want to know, how do we get rid of cliques? And it's almost like everyone wants to increase their school's sense of togetherness. And every time I'm asked that question, it reminds me of a story from college. One of my first days on campus, my college basketball coach informed our team that as a group, we were going to go attend a band concert later that week. You know, and I was a small town kid who was in a big city for the first time. I was super excited to be there, and I basically blew off the band concert to go just explore the city and have fun with some friends. And so the morning after the band concert, we all showed up to the gym for a shoot around, and when Coach walked in, he proceeded to kick everyone out of the gym except for me. And he stood there and he basically told me he thought that I had an attitude problem. He thought that I felt like I was more important than the band, and he wanted to show me just how important me going to that band concert was. And so he told me I owed him 20 5x30s. And a 5x30 is basically 5 lengths of the basketball court in 30 seconds, and for every one that you miss, he adds another. Before I knew it, I started missing and I wasn't making the 30-second mark, and eventually I worked out and ran so hard that I threw up. And as I sat there exhausted, and as I sat there basically embarrassed and defeated, my coach let me know just how important it was for him to have me show up to things like a band concert. And he basically told me that the band shows up to every single basketball game that we play. And so for me, I learned a really valuable lesson of what it means to show up for each other. And now that I had to go to these band concerts, I decided I wasn't just going to show up for the sake of showing up. If I was going to do it, then I was going to go all the way in. And so basically I convinced my teammates to paint our faces. We would wear crazy outfits. We just brought a ton of energy and life to those band concerts because we wanted them to know how important they were to us. And a really cool thing happened. We became close with the band. I became friends with those guys. We had a lot of common interests, and it really changed this sense of togetherness on our school campus. You know, I think it's human nature that when we have an event or we have a game or we have a performance, the first thing that we do is we look into the crowd to find our parents, we find our friends, and then we start to notice who isn't there. And I think what happens is we kind of get bummed out and we feel like our school doesn't have this sense of spirit or togetherness. I think if you want to increase school spirit on your campus, you want to start to get rid of cliques and create a culture of togetherness, it starts when you guys begin to show up for each other. And not because you have to, but because you want to. Go to a game and support a team you've never supported before. Go to a dance if you haven't been there. Begin to celebrate one another academically. This idea of school spirit, it starts when you give up your time and you show up for each other. And that's how you show your classmates just how valuable they are to you.
Please stand for the flag salute. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Today's weather is sponsored by Girls Softball. Good luck on your game today, Emma, Samantha. Today's a high of 59, a low of 50. Evening rain. Looks like we're going to have some more rain this weekend. It's coming hard. Have a great day, Grizzlies. The dad joke of the day. What do you get when you cross a cow and a duck? Milk and quackers.
And that's all the news we have for you today, Grizzlies. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CentralHS_. I'm Melissa Show.
And I'm Natasha Bashant.
And we will see you later.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good.